Jasic flips one up through the neutral zone. Here's Kalk. He taps it down. Right circle, centering pass. Shot just misses wide. As Dartmouth gets a great opportunity, not even 45 seconds in. Marchand skates in, rifles one up over the glove side of Buffalo. And we've had a couple of lasers already early on here tonight. Dartmouth skates in with a record of 0-2-0. The big hit thrown along the near side boards forces the turnover, forces the puck free. Brendan Demler, a freshman, acclimating himself to the Thompson Arena ice. Dartmouth on a couple of road contests last weekend, dropping one in Worcester, Massachusetts against the Holy Cross Crusaders. That was a 5-3 loss. They then went into Cambridge and against the number 3 team in the country, Harvard. They fell 5-0 in that one. Meanwhile, Brown comes in with a split weekend, but given how they fared last season, splitting a pair on the road in New Haven against the Yale Bulldogs, they'll certainly take that. The Brown Bears a year ago really struggled, and even saying they really struggled would be an understatement. Gavin Nieto, their starting goaltender, here's a shot from the circle. Michalowski with the rip, and it's covered up by Luke Kania. We're talking about Gavin Nieto, the starting goaltender a year ago. He's a sophomore this year. He went 3-21-1 as a freshman from Yorba Linda, California, but it's Luke Kania in his first college action. Freshman from Chicago, 6'2", 190-pounder. Face-off won by the Brown Bears in their own end of the ice to our right. It's the home opener for Dartmouth. Brown still without a home game. They started the season on the road in New Haven, and they've got game number 3 on the road as well. A shot saved by Buffalo. It feathers itself up against the side netting, and Buffalo covers it up. Dartmouth skating left to right in the Bumblebee tops, like an off-colored barber's pole. The green and white horizontal stripes. They'll get a fresh set of legs out on the ice. The Brown Bears in brown, as you might imagine, with the white numbers and letters on the back. Freshman Rutherford, Colin Rutherford, waved out of the face-off circle for Dartmouth, and so it's Shane Seller to take it. Clear it up out of the zone, and Brown will skate all the way back to get possession. Shane Seller fights for the puck in the offensive zone, and instead, Brown skates away with it. Chris Berger up the near side, double teamed in the corner, tries to thread it through. Trey Dodd has it taken away from his skate. Puck sent all the way down through the top of the crease, and it'll be whistled as an icing, so just missing going in the top of the crease from beyond the center ice stripe. And so it'll be another offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Brown Bears. Not even 3 minutes into this one. Dartmouth comes in off of a 5-0 loss to the Harvard Crimson down in Cambridge, and Harvard's going to seemingly do that a lot this year to whoever they go up against. A bunch of teams already had games under their belt. Harvard, with their opening weekend, able to take the second game from Dartmouth on their weekend tally. But really for Harvard coming in, having gotten to the Frozen Four a year ago, being a national powerhouse over the last couple of years, well, they made it known in their matchup against Dartmouth last weekend. 5-0. Demler skates up with the puck, puts it through the skates of Kalk. It rattles around. Kania, the freshman. And now for Dartmouth, they come out with the puck as the goaltender Kania gave it a look, but will instead get back into his crease. A turnaround pass, cross ice, back in front. Nobody's home for Dartmouth. A tic-tac-toe, and they just missed on the toe. Had a pretty good look from a low-angle slot, and instead they went for the extra pass. Couldn't quite connect. Dartmouth has had the better of the early opportunities. Mayer skates up into the zone, throws one in on net as Brown swaps 4 legs off the ice. Gottlieb, here's a shot, tipped out in front in the crease. Buffalo with a blocker. He pushes it over the crossbar, and the net comes off its moorings. For Devin Buffalo, what concentration under duress. Got a shot in front, a chipping effort, and Buffalo was able to get it once and then with a second effort knock it wide. So this one remains scoreless just over 4 minutes in. Face-off to be taken by Mac Willman, Barnstable, Massachusetts native and draft pick of the Buffalo Sabres. Face-off one back, but to Dartmouth. Here's Kalk. He skates with a head of steam. He passes one in front, one-timer, and a save. Jasic had it on his stick. Clearing effort doesn't work for Brown, and the pass to Jasic once again just doesn't quite connect. Marchand takes it into the zone. It's muscled away from him. Joey Matthews, a freshman for Dartmouth, takes a big hit from Marchand. And here's Michalowski now, left side, 1-on-2. He's got some cavalry. Shot! Score! Kevin Killistoff, the junior from Langley, British Columbia, has given Dartmouth a 1-0 lead. Well, that was all Michalowski. He dropped a pass, and the drop pass was intended for Daniel Warpeka, and it missed Warpeka, but it settled right into the stride of Killistoff. Dartmouth, looking for their first win of the season, has gotten out on the right foot. For the first time this season, they score first. Mentioned that in their last game against Harvard, they lost 5-0, so never got one past Merrick Madsen, one of the premier goaltenders in the ECAC. A veering angle in from the right side for Brown. McGuire back at the high point. Puck goes behind the net. And we're going to have an offsides whistled by Brown. And Dartmouth able to score first against Holy Cross in the season opener. Dartmouth was really snake bitten early on. They allowed a goal. The first goal of the season that they allowed was a puck that was tried to be cleared out of the crease and instead bounced. One Dartmouth skater bounced it off a teammate, and it was an own goal. And that deficit grew to 3-0 before Dartmouth rallied to tie it at 3. Eventually trailing 4-3 at the end of the second period. And a late goal with 2 minutes left was the ultimate 5-3 loss in the openers. So for Dartmouth, this is their first lead of the season here in game number 3. And there's an icing that brings this all the way back down to our left. Live at Thompson Arena on the campus of Dartmouth College, 1-0 Big Green. Kevin Killistoff a year ago, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 total points. Well, he's already halfway to that total here tonight. Killistoff entered with a goal, so he's up to 2 goals this season. 1 here tonight. Here's a shot deflected by a Big Green skater up into the netting. The assist by Michalowski, his first point of the year. Charlie Michalowski, a sophomore, connecting with Killistoff, the junior captain. And what a nice step forward this would be for Kevin Killistoff, who, again, came in with 2 goals a year ago, 2 goals as a freshman, and here as a junior, he already has 2 goals in the first 3 games of the season. So the scoring touch has been here for Kevin Killistoff early on. Rutherford into the zone. He's got a couple of skaters with him. Backhanders goes high up over the top. Goaltender Luke Kenya, 6'2", 190-pounder. Berger with a blast outside the circle. It deflects back. Brown, Nolan Abel can't do anything with it. Far side, Quinn Foreman with a flick into the zone. And it will be whistled back to center ice as that play is blown dead. The starter, Gavin Nieto, the normal starting goaltender for Brown, Gavin Nieto, in his first 2 games of the season allowed 5 goals in a couple of games. 2.5 goals against average, but Nieto getting the night off here on game 3. Kalk skates into the zone for Dartmouth. Shot whistles just wide off the far post for Kalk. Now he's got it in front. A backhander. Shot, score off his own rebound. And Dartmouth has a 2-0 lead. on the doorstep. Call found himself with the puck. And the first one didn't go, but the second one does. The Big Green lead it early. Not even 7 minutes in, and they're up a pair.